stayed consistent. Celebrating 30 years on the air on WROI is the first federal program. Hosts may have changed, but the program is still the same. Now continuing a long-standing tradition, streaming on the First Federal Facebook page and on WROI. It's time for the First Federal program.
And good morning, it is time for the First Federal program here on this August the 9th as we welcome Tanner and Evan to the show. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Randy.
How are we doing?
Great.
Kind of a weird temperatures here all of a sudden. We sweat to death the last couple of weeks, and now it's enjoyable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now we can do the stuff outdoors that we may have been skipping the last few weeks.
Are we sure it's August?
I don't
I was
know.
going to say, it kind of feels like maybe springtime here, but it'll probably change yet. You know, football season right around the corner. So.
That's true. Yeah, you'll get your blankets out and multiple layers a little before you're ready to.
Yeah, the heat wave's coming eventually.
Oh yeah, it's August. It's still coming.
Yep.
School's back in, so you know it's coming.
Yep.
This is good, pickleball weather or golfing weather. Should be real nice the next few days.
Speaking of golfing, going anywhere on the tour today?
Not today.
Not today? Okay.
Not today. We got a few more stops in August.
Yeah.
A few more for the year, but
Okay.
none today.
Not today.
It's a great way to support charitable
It
organizations.
is.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, and show support and have a little fun with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You try to win.
Trying to win.
Try.
Yeah.
He's got to figure that combination out.
Yeah, exactly. All that together somehow.
Yes.
All right, well, we've got some fun trivia this morning. If you're this is like really classic rock.
Oh, no.
It's kind of not as far back as Elvis, but
Okay.
more modern than that. That's
I like it.
Beatles. What was the Beatles' most popular song according to the Billboard Top 100?
Oh. There's
Choices?
I was going to say, there's some choices. I mean,
You
they got
like
a
how I
bunch of
paused
songs.
there, Tanner?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no multiple guesses today.
Okay. A, Hey Jude. B, I Want to Hold Your Hand. C, Let It Be. Or D, She Loves You. Now, and when I was saying that, those songs were running through your head
there's
as I
some
was
good
saying.
songs there.
Yeah, everybody knows those songs
Oh, yeah.
probably, even if they didn't intentionally want to.
Yeah. Classic ones.
Yeah. I forget how many number ones the Beatles had, but it was 20 something.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll
Okay.
think about that one.
Okay. Tanner, what about sports?
Yeah. Olympics still going on. Been exciting to watch.
Oh, they have been.
Randy, you watched any sports this year that you've never watched before?
Yeah, I didn't know rock climbing was
Rock climbing?
a sport.
Yes.
Those guys fly up that wall. I caught a glimpse of that last night. I'm like, well, man, it made nothing.
Oh.
They said it was the most dangerous sport for fingernails.
I guess,
that-
yeah,
I
that
believe
makes
that.
sense. Makes sense.
And then the women's hammer throw.
Yeah.
I'd never, that's pretty interesting.
There's a lot of rotations there.
I'd fall down.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing.
Handball.
Handball,
Been
yeah.
a fun one to watch.
I didn't realize badminton was as
Yeah.
Oh, me either.
That's
Yeah.
That
intense.
was eye-opening.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of baffles my mind. It's like, how do these athletes get so good at some of these unique sports?
Right, yeah.
Just practice, I guess, like every other
Yeah.
sport, but
But yeah, you talk, your normal sports that you know, but man, you don't think about the
no.
time and effort it takes for some of these others.
Sure.
Fencing.
Fencing, yep. Of course, one of the mainstream ones, USA basketball, got a hard-fought win yesterday against Serbia. They're down 15 at one point, but then Steph Curry decided, okay, I'm going to put the team on my back today and will them the victory.
That's the neat part about that group too. You never know. There's lots of different. LeBron's done it a couple times,
Exactly.
and you just
That's right.
any of them can. KD can do it.
Yep.
Just any of them can do it. Whichever one decides they want to.
We were talking before we came over here that we think this is probably the best collection of the USA basketball team since the Dream Team.
Yeah.
I would say. But I know the Dream Team smoked everybody by an average of 50 points per game, but it's hard to compare.
Oh,
with just how much the
I think the overseas
talent's
pieces
got
have-
better.
I agree.
Yeah.
The
I
game's
agree.
evolved.
Yeah.
I mean, the athleticism is different now.
Those type of blowouts probably will never happen again because of where basketball
Yeah.
globally
Yeah.
has come. but I do agree the domestic team seems to be,
Yeah.
in terms of accomplishments, talent,
Just look
leadership.
at the NBA, how many
Yeah.
players, I mean, from the NBA are in the Olympics, but for different
Yeah.
countries. You
So,
know what I mean?
yesterday for Serbia, you had Nikola Jokic, who's won MVP 3 of the last 4 seasons.
Yeah.
He's arguably the best player in the world. So, that was fun to watch.
That's a good one. So now who do they play in the gold medal game?
Yes.
France?
France,
I
yeah.
think it's France.
Yeah. Who
Beat
has
Germany, who maybe won the World Basketball game
Yeah.
last, so that was a big win for them.
I think France, their whole starting lineup, I believe, is compiled of NBA guys. So, yeah.
Should be a good one.
Yeah, should be very good. MLB still going strong. Of course, we're
For
in.
most teams.
Yeah, for
Depending on how you look at it.
Unless you're a Chicago fan, I guess. But hey, the White Sox got a win this week. Their record now is 28-89.
They avoided what? The longest losing
Oh.
streak in American League history or something?
It's just
They were at 21
I was gonna
losses.
say there
Yeah.
was 21. I think they tied it or something.
Yeah, they tied it.
they fired their manager yesterday.
I
I
see
don't
that.
know what they were waiting for. I don't know why they didn't do it last year, to be honest.
Dude.
But other records around the league got a good battle for the AL East going on between the Orioles and the Yankees, both at 68 and 48. AL Central, the Guardians still on top at 67-47, but the Twins are 3.5 behind them, 63 and 50, and then the Royals, 64 and 52, only 4 games behind them. So that's 3 pretty strong teams there in the Central. Then out in the AL West, you got the Astros and Mariners tied for that division lead. And then the Rangers 5.5 games behind them. So a lot of teams fighting for that last wild card spot. Because then you got the Red Sox behind the Yankees at 5.5 games. So there's going to be some good teams
Yeah.
that don't make the playoffs.
Strong teams, too.
Yes. National League, Phillies are in command of the AL East. Brewers are in command of the Central. You got the Cardinals 7 games behind them. Pirates 9 games behind them. Cubs and Reds 9.5 games behind them. And then the West, the West getting interesting. You got the Dodgers with a 2.5 game lead over the Padres and a 3.5 game lead over the Diamondbacks.
The Padres and Diamondbacks are pretty hot right now.
Yeah, they are. So
Made it pretty interesting.
the NL might be able to kind of get more of a clear picture than the AL right now. But you look at the records, the AL has been the stronger
Right.
league by far.
I kind of like this stretch of baseball usually. Gets a lot more
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, comes
Yeah.
down to the wire.
Yeah,
Yes.
the trade deadline's over.
Teams are
Definitely.
really, you're seeing what they're made of.
Yep.
They can handle the
Yep.
pressure or not.
Take care of the teams they're supposed to take care
Yes.
Some separation.
Yeah.
of. Yep.
That should be a fun finish.
And then NFL preseason has got underway. I know we had the Hall of Fame game last Thursday night. Last night, a few teams played. I know the Panthers and Patriots were on NFL Network when I was flipping through the channels. Colts and Broncos play on Sunday, so I will be in attendance for that one.
All right.
Imagine
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So
You can get us the nuances of the deep Denver roster.
Yeah, we'll see what the roster's made of. I'm going to have my eye on all 3 of their quarterbacks. We'll probably see all 3 in action on Sunday. Don't know who's starting yet. But preseason games are fun. You see those guys that are trying to make the team,
Yeah.
and those hidden gems maybe that went undrafted. So
80% of them will get cut.
Yep.
But the rest of them might
Yep.
be someone new to follow.
it is so different for most teams now with only playing 3 preseason games instead of 4,
Right.
like they used to. The dynamics shifted a little bit.
Is that going to change in the near future?
Well, they're talking about another regular season
Yeah,
game, so it's possible.
yeah, you're probably right. So, I mean,
Money talks.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So,
They can sell a regular season a whole lot better than
Yeah.
a preseason.
yeah. And if they're going to add another regular season game, they're probably going to have to add another bye weekend for every
Yeah.
team. I think that's how the only way the players will
Agreed to.
agree to it. So, which I get. I mean, they're the ones putting their bodies through it. So,
They'll push training camps starting at the beginning of July.
I would think it probably
Yeah,
does.
4th of July.
The NFL never has an off season. Let's be honest. It's king. It's always in the headlines. So, but glad we're talking about football. It's right around the corner. High school, collegiate, and professional. Got some tidbits here this morning. On this day, 1936, Jesse Owens won his 4th gold medal of the Berlin Olympics with a record-breaking 39.8 seconds as a part of the American 4x100 relay.
Wow.
It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
I didn't realize he won 4 golds in that one.
Yeah, he was
That's unreal.
a legend. You know where he went to college?
No.
Not sure.
Ohio State.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
Big Ten, but I wasn't.
Oh yeah, They like to make it known, which they should.
Yeah.
Jesse won't move there. On this day in 1944, Smokey Bear debuted as the U.S. Forest Service spokesman for fire prevention. Still going strong
Still
with
going,
that.
yeah.
Yes. I saw a billboard recently.
On this day in 1966, the Beatles released Yellow Submarine.
One we didn't mention in our
I was
trivia.
going to say, that wasn't one of the choices either. So, yeah.
My kids always liked that one.
Yes, that's a good one.
Kind of a cartoony one.
On this day in 1988, the Edmonton Oilers traded Wayne Gretzky to the Los Angeles Kings. Then he would end up finishing his career with the New York Rangers, but he was a great one for a reason. It didn't matter where he went;
Yeah.
he was good in all of his stops. On this day in 2002, Barry Bonds became the 7th player to reach 600 career home runs. It might be a long time before we see somebody reach 600 career home
It
runs.
was an exciting time in baseball there
was.
for a while.
It was, and he's one of 4 players to reach 700 career home runs, which, gotta be honest, I don't know if we'll ever see anybody get 700 career home runs. On this day in 2012, Usain Bolt became the first runner to win both the 100-meter and 200-meter dashes in back-to-back Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
pretty
forget-
fast.
I forget how dominant he was there
Yes.
for a while.
He made fast people look slow.
I think he still has the world record in
Yeah,
100
he's-
at least.
He's incredible. He was incredible. Hey, we got some national days today. Today's National Women's Day, National Co-working Day, National Book Lovers Day. That's good for your oldest daughter there.
That's
She's
right.
a big reader.
Yep.
And National Melon Day.
Combine some of those
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got a fun upcoming event here with some local interest, and that's First Federal Savings Bank and the Times Theater are teaming up a week from now.
I was going to say, coming up in a week.
It's coming up. We've been talking about it a little bit, but it's community movie night, and we're showing The Princess Bride. I think it came out in the 80s. I wasn't old enough to see it when it came out, Randy, I'll be honest.
I
But
believe you're right.
it's a fun movie. Free entry, soda and popcorn for the public and anyone that wants to come. And doors will open at 6:30, and the movie will commence at 7 o'clock.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, hope to see you there, Randy.
May have to make that.
No pressure. And milestones, I wanted to issue a congratulations to my friend Lindy Breeden, who retired last week from First Federal after a great 45-year plus banking career.
Amazing.
Great guy. We're going to miss him. And then flowers this week for Chris Brown. He received the Pilgrim Degree of Merit. He's one of only 5 people in Indiana this year, 200 across the globe for Moose's international membership to receive this award. And he's been a member of the Moose for 37 years.
Long time.
That's
Yep.
great.
He's done a whole lot for that.
Yeah, you can't think of the
Yeah.
Rochester Moose without thinking of Chris Brown.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, Chris, and thank you for everything you do for the Moose.
Yeah. That award's given to someone that's done a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes, yes.
All right, money news today. The S&P 500 was up 2.3% just yesterday.
Yeah.
It's the best day since 2022, and kind of making up for some
I was going to say, making up for earlier in the week.
some plunging. Now, it is up for the week, which is remarkable.
Yeah.
But we've had a lot of things jumping up and down, and it kind of all started last week when the Federal Reserve met and didn't do anything. But you think,
Surprise.
yeah, well, that shouldn't cause things to jump around. But they were talking about what they probably are going to do in the future, and it's really just reacting to, okay, is the economy slowing down? How much? How fast? It's hard to tell. That can change from one data reading to another. So I expect more ups and downs through the election at least. Right?
Right, yeah.
We're kind of coming maybe to the end of this really weird cycle we've been in since right before COVID hit, and so the markets are really tense right now. They're jumpy, so you can maybe take advantage of that, but also beware. Okay, well, thinking about First Federal, Tanner, we still got our CD specials going.
Yeah, we got a 6-month certificate of deposit at a 5.09% annual percentage yield. And we got a 12-month certificate of deposit at a 4.84% annual percentage yield. So we'd love to help you get one of those open.
Take
Come and
advantage.
see us. Yeah.
Those are wonderful rates right
Yeah.
now in light of what I was just talking about. Get them while they last.
Get them while they're hot.
Okay, also, we've got our checking account free gift here this morning. Forgot to mention our guest, the box.
Yeah. Bento
Cam, what
box,
do we got
which-
there?
Yeah.
We got a bento,
Bento
box,
box.
which Cam's showing off for all the Facebook Live viewers out there.
If you're on the radio listening, you just have to go to the bank.
Yeah, you gotta
Open an account.
come open an account and get one, or tell a friend, and when your friend comes in to open an account, they'll get a gift for opening the new account, and you will too for just referring them. You do that in person or online.
Perfect.
So bento box is perfect for somebody who takes their lunch to work, or maybe just pack snacks for a family day or whatever. So it's a nice little food storage container.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
Take advantage.
I think Randy wants one, so we'll have to get
All
some referring.
There you go.
All right. Well, we were talking about those CD rates. Mortgage rates have started dropping a little bit.
That's good.
That's very good. So you might want to take advantage of at least calling if you're thinking about buying a home here in the next 6 to 12 months. You can get pre-approved right now. Doesn't cost anything to come in and talk to Ben Dalton or Stacy Wilson and be ready to take advantage of those lower interest rate costs. Kind of help you afford a different house or a little bit more expensive house than you were originally thinking when rates were a little bit higher. So keep an eye on that. We can get you pre-approved, or if you might benefit from a refinance. As these rates come down a little bit, you may be looking to refinance some of your debt and get it rearranged, so maybe it's a little bit easier load for you. What you want to do is call our phone number, 574-223-2128. Also, we offer commercial lending for businesses. We talked about Lindy Breeden retiring. Well, Zach Reuter is going to be carrying the torch for us with commercial lending going forward, and his number is 574-223-1731. So you'll be getting a little more familiar with his name. Zach's been in commercial banking for many, many years, and actually worked with Lindy for many years, even before they came to First Federal. So we're excited for Zach, and you'll enjoy working with Zach as well. And then contact Mark Blubar or Brian Bell, the Financial Services Department. You want to plan for some long-term investing, retirement. How do I survive some of these ups and downs that we were just talking about? Well, these guys know exactly how to advise you and want to listen to what your plans are and what your goals are, and they can help you get there. So we recommend talking to them as well. Doesn't cost anything to sit down and see what kind of help that we might be able to provide you. So how do people follow us, Tanner?
Yeah, stay up to date with the latest going on with First Federal Savings Bank by liking us on Facebook. You can also follow us on X and Instagram at FF Banking is our handle on those. Like us on LinkedIn and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you can see a whole archive of the First Federal radio shows from the past 5 years.
I love doing that.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right. And remember, we're the only locally owned bank in Fulton County, which we're very proud of. And we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured, which is really important, and an equal housing lender. Our NMLS number is 399927.
Now we're legal.
Hey,
Now
all
for
right.
the fun part of the show.
That's right. Now we can relax a little. And we want to welcome Karin Fowler.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You're very
Yes.
welcome. Karin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been with Perkins and Adley, now Perkins and Adley.
That's right. Hey, what's Perkins and Adley?
Perkins and Adley is what's remaining after Ted retired and still going strong.
That's
Still
right.
Going strong. Super busy every day and appreciate what we can do for our clients.
You've done a great job serving our community, and even though the name may have changed,
Yes.
the great service and legal advice hasn't. So,
No.
but today you're here to talk about another organization that you're serving as well.
Yes.
Tell us what that is.
Fulton County Human Resource Association. We reconvened in 2013. Fedco is our sponsor.
Okay.
They help us,
Organize
yep,
and-
Amy Beachy's been very helpful to us. And we have members all over the county. William at Coyle, lots of manufacturing, banking. First Federal's a member, yes. The hospital. Looking forward to the city coming back. It just creates such a great discussion for human resource. If you can think about that.
I can, and I think one thing I've learned over my banking career, getting more into management and leadership, is just how valuable a high-functioning human resources department is for an organization.
There is so much to keep up on, and comparing large employers to small employers to really small employers, we have helped each other so much.
it's nice having some peer resources because a lot of what you deal with are regulations and laws and things that can be a little bit confusing.
They can be, and surprising.
Yeah, that's a good word too.
Well, really, for us, our firm, we're 5 people, and we don't qualify for employers 50 and over or 100 and over, and the regulations are different for small employers as compared to large employers, and sometimes I miss those notifications, but I pay attention now more because they just provide such a great discussion topic, and there are people in our organization that are so much more familiar and add so much more to it.
We're talking with Karin Fowler, coming to us representing the Fulton County Human Resources Association this morning. And tell us a little bit about some of the feedback you've received from those that have joined and started participating in those discussions, Karin.
Well, with some of the HR professionals being new in their role,
Yes.
what they learn from our group has been super helpful, or the resources that we find for them. One of the young ladies was having difficulties with the workers' comp issue, or a claim that they had, and their company headquarters was not stationed in Indiana, so she didn't have anyone close, and there was several in our group that stepped up and, this is helpful, you can reach out to this association, or Department of Labor, contacts there.
I've also learned that human resources departments sometimes aren't very big.
Nope.
I think that's what you're talking about right there. Is you're kind of on an island a little bit.
You can be on
in your
an
company.
island. There's lots of hats that fall under, a very small island.
Do you guys ever talk about culture in your company?
We talk a lot about culture because culture makes a big, huge difference in any organization. And if it's a little hostile, it goes down really fast.
Does human resources play a role in good culture?
They do. With training their supervisors, training their employees, mostly training supervisors and managers, because that just trickles down to.
So, talk to us about becoming a member of Fulton County Human Resources Association, because I would imagine there's probably some businesses out there that might be struggling with some of the things we've been talking about, that maybe either we're on the fence, they've heard about it yet, or maybe they haven't even heard about this organization here locally.
We meet the second Thursday starting in September, going through the following May. We don't meet in December, but generally our meetings are at the hospital, classrooms A and B.
Okay.
However, this year we're going to do things a little different and take our meeting on the road.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
That sounds fun.
Does it? We'll start out at the hospital in September. In October we're going to go to Willamette Coil. We're going to host our meeting.
Oh, great.
And we're going to get a chance to see their facility and things like that. They've been a member since we reconvened in 2013. And even before then, because it was an organization years and years ago.
Okay.
Back when I will say, Carol Bridge, she invited me to join. So that long ago when Carol was at RTC, she was my mentor then. So
That's wonderful.
yes, that's a long time ago. So every other month we are going to take our meeting somewhere else. Somewhere new that we have not been to, and so we're kind of exploring.
We'd love to host you at First Federal.
Well, we'd love to come.
So keep that in mind. We'll talk schedules here.
Yes.
Well, traveling to other people's place of work, visualizing that, seeing their setup and everything, that's kind of a key to relationship building. Talk to us about relationships in in your organization.
We are a great resource for each other. For one, because some of our conversations tend to be a little confidential.
Yeah.
So we keep them confidential, and you walk in with an issue that you struggled with last week or whatever, and you can.
Safe place to discuss.
It's a safe place, yes.
You can help each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've talked about a lot of reasons that the Fulton County Human Resources Association probably got reestablished because you need each other.
We do need each other. It's been super helpful to me. I just can't say enough about it. So I really enjoy the people. Everybody's different, everybody's culture's different, and everybody, no matter where you are, they just react differently to whatever the situation is. And if you can create a positive environment, that's.
Can you recall any bigger HR topics that kind of dominated conversation here in the last few years?
Culture
As
is
an
one.
example?
Yes. Since with COVID,
Oh, right.
everybody had to learn a new normal.
That's right.
And when we got to the, we didn't know we had a new normal until we realized what that was.
A lot of uncertainty.
Yes, and trying to maintain a positive culture, and you have relearning some things. Of some people, especially different generations now, they don't react like we do. I grew up differently than the 20s and 30-year-olds now, or we just learn different culture. It's not wrong, but it's just different.
Yeah. Well, these are great topics. And how would someone get some more information about potentially joining the Fulton County Human Resource Association, Karen?
They can call me at Perkins and Adley, 574-223-4292. I'm at extension 1. They can email me at Karin, Karin, @perkinsadley.com.
Great. Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for helping keep our businesses and their culture going in this county in regards to human resources and taking care of people.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
It was a real great opportunity for us. Okay, you may know this answer too, Karen.
Oh,
What was the Beatles' most popular song according to the Billboard Top 100? Hey Jude, I Want to Hold Your Hand, Let It Be, or She Loves You?
I'm going to go with Let It Be.
I love that one.
I do too.
Randy, we got a...
I'm going to be different. I'll go with Hey Jude.
Hey Jude is correct.
That's my second.
Finally, I got one right.
Those were on the same album when
It's
they came
been a
out?
few weeks.
I can't remember.
It
The Let It Be album? I don't know.
might be.
That was a good one.
It's in my archives. I know I have it.
I'm going to have to go look too. All right, well, let's end today's show with some words of wisdom from Maya Angelou. If you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change your attitude.
There you go. All right. Evan, Tanner, Karen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great Friday.
Thanks, Randy.